was squeaky bum time against the chosen one, Jose Mourinho, with Liverpool sneaking through thanks to Hugo Ekitike. Major spoilers and massive praise for the main man Rio and Gamoa as him and Liverpool face their newest challenge, beating PSG. And without this man, yes people, welcome back to the Liverpool 2 glory. He is still injured, Florian Wirtz, 27, Diaz. Odd days, don't know why I changed my language right there. We've got some tired faces. Dominic Szoboszlai playing well in the cam role since he's been gone. And if you haven't seen the previous episodes, please go ahead and watch them. Also subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying this series. We're on the road to 10k. If you are watching this on the second channel, as we did leave you in suspense, sorry about that sudden cliffhanger, we beat Paris Saint-Germain in the first leg with a live point game. We always live point the first one. We've got Manchester United in the cup. There's expectations to win the cup and not even the Champions League according to Andoni Iraola's contract. Quite a few games to go today. The last game against Manchester City, who we are chasing for this league, but getting a, 17-point gap? Shortened in 9 games? I think I've seen pigs fly more often. And overall squad rating wise, we're probably not up there level terms. We've bought well with the new signing of Adam Wharton coming in just after Dean Howson, up 3 since he arrived at Liverpool. Alexis McAllister, the new captain. He's been playing well, but the captaincy has gone to Gravenberch. Seems like this was Iraola's choice coming out of Liverpool. I didn't actually know that. As the owner of the club, I haven't spoke to the manager in a little while. Iraola, I see you've changed the captaincy. Any thought behind that? Well, yes, there is. I think Adam Wharton's going to probably play rotating with McAllister, and Gravenberch is my true option to keep in the team. He's never let me down, and he shouldn't be letting me down against Paris. Yes, that is what we've got up first. I don't know why they've got a lion thing as a mascot. Surely something else better to pick. And the kits, I'm not going to lie, it's ugly versus uglier. I didn't really like the away kit I made, but we're going to use it. And this is going to be a goddamn tricky game. Beraldo chosen in the back line. Pressure from Ousmane Dembele with Dean Howson over Jeremy Jacquet. Just because Beraldo has played for this club before. It's a left footer. On the left-hand side, no Wharton. Still Alexis McAllister. Chiesa on the right with Ryan needing a rest. Rio and Gamoa, Milos Kerkez. Kerkez into the middle. We just need to hold the advantage. Taking the 0-0 back to Anfield where we've already been. Vitinha, the world's best midfielder, into the world's best player, Ousmane Dembele. Gilvario Riyad, we need to slide in there to block it. He's passed it back and Dembele misses. If there weren't warning signs already, there definitely is now. Beraldo into Gravenberch. McAllister. It's neat, quick passing, but we need to just be neater. Try and get a goal. Then we can sit on a 2-goal lead as there goes Chiesa. If he can whip that in first time, that's a brilliant ball! Dominic Szoboszlai! That is why Federico Chiesa is in the team. And Dom Szoboszlai back in the cam position, maybe taking the place of Florian Wirtz. What a cross, by the way, from Chiesa. I want to see this again. He just gets there ahead of Nunmensch. Dominic Szoboszlai with the dink. That is just what we needed. Alexis McAllister into Dominic Szoboszlai again. Beraldo, tricky, but he's been good defensively. Let's see this to half-time, where we should be winning. 9 added minutes, referee. What are you doing? Have we had hydration breaks or something? Momentum slightly changing. We hold a 2-goal advantage, but we've definitely still got to be careful because they've had 2 big chances. If they get them in the second half and score those, it could still, unfortunately, be curtains. Milos Kerkez into Gravenberch. Play that around. Ryan Gravenberch. There's a man on this side here. What a brilliant ball. That's why he's our captain. And Rio and Gamoa chips it. Doesn't find anybody, but it's still going to fall as far as Dean Howson. If we just dominate possession, we should be fine. Jeremy Frimpong into Chiesa himself. It is brilliant down the right-hand side today. With Vitinha running through the middle, though, there is still time for another goal, and Dembele just hit second wind. There is 10 minutes roughly remaining. Ryan Gravenberch gets stuck in his feet. Straight out to Dominic Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai with a bit of a run. We haven't even made a change in this game. I think if we score here, we could afford to. Rio and Gamoa going for goal. We don't even have to rest. We've got a little break after this game of, I think, a week and a half. And we have done it. No wonder it's showing Ryan Gravenberch with the celebrations. He's been immense. And Liverpool have finally beaten Paris Saint-Germain. You can hear the celebrations in Merseyside from anywhere, including the Hill Dicky. But there was this image taken after the game, and it is Jeremy Jacquet talking to Bradley Barcola, and I wonder what that can really mean. we've got no more transfers left. And despite the praise of Rio and Gamoa, Bradley Barcola, terrific player. Terrific, and actually we don't have the break. We have Liverpool before we go into it. Oh, sorry, Sunderland. And Ryan Gravenberg was so good he's made himself ill. Definitely sending him home. Don't risk any lurgies on my team. Make sure you use a tissue and the team gets done without it. Next up as well is Sporting Lisbon over 2 Champions League fixtures. You know what? This career mode is shaping up very nicely for a Champions League run. And despite the contract that Andoni Iraola does have, winning that Champions League trophy does mean the series is over. And I'm having fun. But Sporting Lisbon, there's Bayern Munich, Real Madrid elsewhere, Barcelona, Man City, and another Spanish affair. Now, I'm going to speak to Iraola again. I know it's the second time we've both had a conversation. I talked about altering the contract for Dean Howson. I think we kind of alter it now. Come on, we should be in a Champions League semi-final. So, if we don't win the FA Cup, kind of all is forgiven. I mean, I still want us to put everything to Manchester United. And he says he understands with the unity and the backing that he's had this season. He says he has a rotational plan in mind with a good goalkeeper, left mid, striker. And well, he's got a point. Curtis Jones out of position. I'm still going with him ahead of Leone. Pushing Rakoba, who's improved too, but he's still looking for his first Liverpool goal. Them shades of Darwin Núñez are strong, but Beaumont, he's injured for 6 weeks. Let's teach them a lesson. Yeah, we're in the kit from last season. I can't change the third kit. It is annoying me. But here goes Conor Bradley. Bradley to run forward straight away into Ryan. Ryan middled. Rakoba sitting at the edge of the box. I don't mind it. Imagine his first goal comes against Manchester United. I'm guessing that had kind of class as being trolled. With there, a win of the ball. Adam Wharton to run forward a little bit in towards Ryan, and Ryan's got the space of Old Trafford, the freedom of Old Trafford. If he tries to whip a ball in, has that hit a hand? No, it hasn't. And I saw a comment in one of the last videos about the handballs. Do I turn them off? Because we have got a lot of penalties from them. I wish I could turn offside off, or maybe just turn Rakoba off. He's such a hit and miss player, man. It's Manchester United coming forward. Brian and Burmo in the middle to Benjamin Šeško, forcing him to play it back into Mbermo, and Bruno Fernandes on his back. De Ligt, he's around us. I don't like how Man United have sped up. This has changed the game. They're trying to aim at Scanlon. I've got the realistic mod on, and it seems like it is working. Going for the weakest player. That is brilliant passing. Bruno Fernandes with the opening goal. Okay, maybe a bit too much rotations, but then again, Sporting Lisbon in the quarterfinals. Giovanni Leone on the bench. Curtis Jones, this time with the captaincy. He could go to left back. Rio and Gamoa running forward. Hugo Ekitike. We put him on to drag us back into this game. Placing the FA Cup under scrutiny. Wharton wins the ball back. Hugo Ekitike into the winger. Rio and Gamoa. He tries to drag it back away. I wish we had Beaumont, because Gamoa, despite his fitness levels being up, he looks rather leggy. And Marcus Rashford, no red card. I was just about to slide in there. Just keep watching them. Jeremy Jacquet with the tackle. He'll still want to play against Sporting Lisbon. Bursting a lung to get forward. Diego Dalot. Just watch them. Just keep standing them up. That's a brilliant tackle by Curtis Jones. Man of the match. He's the captain every single game, it seems. With Rio and Gamoa charging forward. If he could level it, he looks for Ekitike. He's done that header before. He doesn't do it here. And before we know it, the game is over. We're out of the FA Cup. And some of them cynical pundits, Gary Neville, is saying that Liverpool look like they're through the game, and he's happy that Manchester United won. Gary, can't you just stay happy? Do you really have to diss Liverpool? Just seemed unnecessary. The first game is always a simulation. With that being the lineup, I'm going back to Beraldo as well. I've really liked him. Frimpong's got the plaster little, I'm going to call it an emoji there, the plaster symbol, and it's only a draw. Ryan and Hjulmand. And will we ever be safe from injuries? Lucas Beraldo's injured for 2 days, which doesn't seem a lot, but it means he is out, Jacquet's back in, and also Frimpong. This is it though, this is it, the big game. I wanted to see the handshakes, but Oliver Glasner in charge of them. They're going to be tricky to beat. Ionadis and Denis Suarez, really good strikers on their day, so I think there'll be more counter-attack. What's Quenda still doing there? Surely he's been bought by Chelsea by now, and that ball through. You can see we can catch them. They're playing high. Very unlike Ollie Glasner, I must say. He likes to sit deep, catch teams on counter-attacks. Dean Huijsen, going to switch to him, please. Thank you, game. And Dean Howson makes the tackle. Ryan Gravenberg Has he got the captaincy back? I don't know, but I'll have to give him it. I think it's Gravenberg. I don't care if we keep on switching as Dominic Szoboszlai to score the first goal. Weak goalkeeping, I've got to say, but I'm still very happy. Liverpool 1-0. Ekitike is a bit of an assist king, as much as Szoboszlai is a goal-scoring king. That's his second goal of today, only 2 goals as well, plus I believe after this game we get Florian Wirtz back as well as Beraldo. So decisions. McAllister with the ball through onto Ryan. He could do with scoring more. We're going to slow this move down a little bit. Hit Rio and Gamoa to try and challenge their fullback is cutting in. Rio and Gamoa forces a save. That is fantastic from him, and same with Rui Silva. The save was magical. That's a header off the line. Dean Huijsen goes near post, and Ian Nadis controls it. He's a physical man. Someone needs to help with Dean Huijsen and the other defender we're using, but Jeremy Jacquet deals with it. If he can pass it off to the side. Ryan, I see he's got a little bit of a gap. If he can get past Goncalo Ramos here. Cross the ball. Diamande comes across himself. Some of the high notes that I'm hitting. Kind of impressed, if I do say so myself, with Ryan. Anyway, let's hit a high scoreline. Frimpong running through. He's just sidestepped the defender into Szoboszlai. Gap opening up. We haven't hit a screamer. Ryan Gravenberg. It falls to Milos Kerkez. Beautiful ball towards Hugo Ekitike. Hiding behind his man. And here they go. Ollie Glasner ball. Counter-attacking. Get that tackle in. It's misplaced, but still, it slows the move down. Denis Suarez. Dean Huijsen just has to stand it up. The animations made him commit. Ian Nadis is around us again. Save and stopped. But we'll be very lucky to get out of Sporting here with the result. Hugo Ekitike still made no changes. I think again we get gaps after the Champions League games. And I'm not talking hydration breaks, I'm talking full gaps. The worst thing we could do is give them the ball when they're playing Glasner football. Look how much there was on the last man. Beautiful from Huijsen. Why was we so far forward though? I mean, Ekitike shouldn't have lost the ball. And here's a chance for another goal. Ekitike across towards Rio and Gamoa. But the job is done. We're going through. Real Madrid we could draw. I'm guessing Manchester City and I'm guessing Atleti Madrid. That was the easy one. And again, a lot of plaudits for Iraola. The man has really turned it around this season. We've got some very tired faces. I think the league form, let's be honest, we're not winning the Premier League. Could take a hit, and the question is now, what do we do between Szoboszlai and Florian Wirtz? Hugo Ekitike now top scorer because of Wirtz having that minor injury, but then Dominic Szoboszlai with 16 goals in less games than Ryan. Maybe we just stick to Szoboszlai on the wing. Florian Wirtz with 19 assists. McAllister is close. Anybody else? I mean, Adam Wharton has just arrived. I'm guessing that's from Crystal Palace, who look to be missing him. Sorry, lads, the game's the game. And the next game in the Champions League, it's going to be Real Madrid over 2 legs. And this where it seriously could crash and burn. I'm going to go Gamoa. I'm going to go Szoboszlai. A draw against the Madridistas. To be fair, they did have 10 men. It is the French show. Ekitike and Eduardo. Eder getting sent off. And a man of the match performance, which makes the choices harder, by Ryan, who I said I wouldn't play. Definition of madness, though. Doing the same thing over and over again. So I'm actually going to put Wirtz in. Szoboszlai on the wing. And Gamoa has to play. Sorry, lad. I know you're shattered, but you are the main man. And you know the main man we're against here. Again, Fiorentino Perez. Come on, then. The red. The red on Real Madrid doesn't look right. I know these are the real-life kits for next season. Really doesn't look right. And them giving us a chance isn't right. Florian Wirtz puts it in the path of... well, that's rustiness from Flo Wirtz. The path of Ekitike. I don't know if you're noticing, but I am. #noticing. We have a game at Anfield in the second leg. Miracles do happen. Pigs do fly, like I said earlier on. Ekitike, back heel, Florian Wirtz, wanted a little bit by Real Madrid. Florian Wirtz scores in the rain. Don't know what the weather has to do with it. It hits the belly, goal in front of Bellingham, proving he's the better cam in this game. Sensational stuff. And Florian Wirtz again into Alexis McAllister now to run forward with this. If we could put the sword into them and score again. We are so in front of Real Madrid, it's unreal. This is dominance. 14 minutes in, I don't think they've touched the ball apart from kickoff. It's like when they went to Newcastle. Oh no, that was PSG. Still, it was Kylian Mbappe, that's what I'm thinking of. And they just capitulated when they hit the stadium. It might be a bit like Barcelona, despite it not being a comeback. But here they go. Maybe they can come back. Vinicius Jr. through the middle. Bellingham. Oh, he's missed it. And Rio Gamoa with the cutting cross. Back post this time. Szoboszlai across. Exact motion that I needed. Trent's around us. He's got the ball into Jude Bellingham. Belly goal. He doesn't have it in his locker. And Alexis McAllister into Dominic Szoboszlai around the corner. Frimpong. If Frimpong can get some movement here, he gives it into Ryan Gravenberg. Second half. Oh my days. The net animation. It's just perfect. He has been perfect. Liverpool have been perfect. Frimpong assisting his fellow Dutchman. Who needs Arne Slot? Look at that. And Ryan's on the field, so we haven't really made it easier. If he performs like he did in the game. Was it Sporting where he got man of the match in the first leg? I don't know. Milos Kerkez. Dominic Szoboszlai. We are hammering Fiorentino Perez's team. We're going to be in the Champions League final. Anfield erupting. And this goal is so well played. Szoboszlai now on the left-hand side has caught them off guard. Real Madrid hit with an absolute wave of emotions. They must not really know what's going on. And Mamadashvili has played against these before with Valencia. He knows what it's like. Jude Bellingham. Bellingham. No. You ain't getting onto that ball. And Vinny Jr. Love that animation. Making him look like he is sobbing because someone didn't get on the end of his pass. And that just sums him up a little. Play as a team, Florian Wirtz. Oh my days, and it looks like Atleti actually came back and lost the game against Villarreal. 2-1 Manchester City we're going to face. They are our final game of the year, are they not? Yes, they are. And as for the Prem, we can't really catch them. We are 18 points behind the Citizens. Which players have they got? Donnarumma, 16 clean sheets. 16! Crazy. I'm not seeing many new signings. Divin Musaka. They have took the Argentinian on, De Ascareta, I think it's pronounced. And apart from that, oh, Christian Coffein. That's brilliant. Christian Coffein and Erling Haaland. It is Isak, however, top of the goal-scoring sheet, who we sold to Bournemouth. Really not fitting him into the team. Florian Wirtz, though, almost top of both charts. I'm going to actually speak to Florian Wirtz and say, what are you on, my friend? You're playing out of your skin from that first season under Arne Slot. I hope Iraola's been a good player for you, or manager, because he looks like he has just got the best out of you. And he says he has. He really has. He respects him more than he's respected any manager before. And that is big praise considering he went unbeaten at Bayer Leverkusen with Xabi. And yes, the final is going to be Manchester City. No real surprises there. They hammered Villarreal 5-1. Starting to get a bit shaky. They have obviously won the Premier League. The gap was 13 in the end. They won the FA Cup as well. And they won the Carabao. They're going for a quadruple. Whereas we fluked it against Paris Saint-Germain. Erling Haaland, the top scorer in the Champions League. Dominic Szoboszlai is 5 behind. And assist-wise, it looks like Phil Foden's hit a bit of form. I knew Schulman was really good. And maybe a signing we could have made today. This is gutting. 28-day injury for McAllister, but that's not all. 64-day hamstring strain. I brought in another DM, and 2 of them have got injured. Right, got to think of a plan. We do have Stefan Bajcetic in the reserves and Jamie McConnell. But he's got to be the man playing out of position all season, Curtis Jones, to make an appearance. He's even tweeting, the manager's told him he's going to start. He says this is a boyhood dream of his, and he finally gets to start. That's usually when performances do come out, but as for Player of the Year nominations, Ekatike, Wirtz, McAllister and Szoboszlai are all my nominations. Actually, no, scrap that. McAllister's off. I'm going to add Gravenberg, because I think McAllister was the best last season. Gravenberg's on it. Shout out to Rio and Gamoa, 82 rated now, and Anthony Beaumont, who probably want us to win this Champions League after the conversations with Bradley Barcola. We can't forget about them taking place. Real Sociedad win the Conference League. That's nice to see. Player of the Year is Florian Wirtz. Obviously, who else? Apart from Manchester City, that walks the league as they only get 1 player in the Team of the Year. Frimpong in it and Ekatike. But it's time for us to get recognised on the centre stage. I am going to go with Hausen and Jacquet. Push them very far, and I'm going to give the captaincy back to Gravenberg. And here we go. Oh my days, where's this stadium? Looks massive. I've watched the Champions League. Oh no, not the Champions League. The the World Cup, obviously. Let me live. I'm nervous. I'm starting to get a bit shaky, which I've said in every game. And then the games haven't turned out shaky. We've been rather dominant. But then again, Real Madrid didn't have much of the ball. Way, Guardiola. How was the trip, my friend? Did you enjoy it? As there's Ryan Gravenberch getting on the ball in the middle. The captain tried to be shoved off it. Ekitike around the corner. Dominic Szoboszlai's the goal-scoring hero today. I just feel like he's lucky. And I feel like he, if anybody today is going to score for us, it's going to be him, and he's going to get that goal. We need him to do that anyway. Rico Lewis into the box. Steenhausen tackle on Ryan Gravenberch. Mabama playing. And if he's had growth like Rio and Gamoa has, then he's going to be decent. That is a woeful ball forward, and we're offside. Ekitike, just stay onside. That was a golden chance. And there we have it. It is half-time. The only way to describe this game is twitchy bum time. Not squeaky, because in squeaky there's chances either way. Twitchy. No one's really wanting to make the first move. I wish it would be us. I don't have any changes planned, so I'm nervous for that. The most fatigued players are our centre-backs. McAllister, I'm so gutted he's actually out of this one. Rakoba, I think putting him on would be a death wish, especially in normal time if it goes to extra time. Fair enough for a bit of fitness. With Frimpong around the side, he needed to get that ball a bit better. And Rico Lewis has actually been fairly decent. Ball in the middle. Phil Foden. He's found the bottom corner. Phil Foden scored. He could actually be going another season. Manchester City scored. They're on for the quadruple overall. And we might not be the team to restore world football, really. Right, I'll just make some fitness changes. Ryan on and Beraldo on. He played really well in the Champions League, and then they decided to rest him. I don't think that's the fault of this game. I think it's just been a nervy one, and that was a quality goal from Phil Foden. If we could score, though, Florian Wirtz, if there's a slip, and Rio and Gamoa. Oh, what is he doing? Curtis Jones winning the ball back, though. He's really been good in this final, as I expected, with him grabbing the chance. As he's done at every opportunity, really. Curtis Jones, Szoboszlai. That ball needed to go across to him. It's dancing and prancing around the box. We need to get this ball down the other end of the field. Short pass. Go. Go, Milos Kerkez. I don't care that you're on the wrong side. Ryan is a little bit fresher. It's an awkward one. But Ryan with the pace, with the freshness to run at the Manchester City defence. He turns. It's Ryan on the edge of the box. No, it's the wrong pass. I'm really getting nervous now. Final embers of the Champions League finale. Trailing by 1-0. Everything rides on this. Ryan. Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones slipped that inside. Florian Wirtz on the turn. I was about to shoot. And it's Rodri with the tackle. The final whistle. After 10 added minutes, Manchester City are winning the Champions League. Phil Foden scores in the scrappiest game ever. It's worse quality than Liverpool versus Spurs. I'm absolutely gutted with it, man. I can't believe it. So we're going to go another season. There is transfer rumours and murmurs going on in the background with Rodri to lift the trophy high. We've just got to take pride in this. Pride that we reached the final and make sure next season we don't make the same mistake.